Maybe you clicked on this video out of simple curiosity, but deep inside, something pushed you to watch it. What if it wasn't a coincidence? For thousands of years, the Bible has spoken about a specific moment in human history, a moment when certain signs would begin to appear across the world, signs that many people ignore, but that actually point to an event that will change everything. Today, our world feels different. Wars are increasing, natural disasters are becoming more intense, and humanity seems to be moving toward an uncertain future that no one can fully control. But what if all of this was already predicted? In the scriptures, Jesus himself spoke about clear signs that would appear before his return, signs that once understood reveal that humanity is approaching a decisive moment. The question is no longer if these things will happen. The real question is, are we already seeing them unfold before our eyes? In this video, we will explore the 7 prophetic signs that announce the second coming of Jesus Christ, signs written in the Bible centuries ago, yet becoming increasingly visible in our world today. Some of these signs are already happening, and when you understand what they truly mean, your view of the future may never be the same again. So stay with me until the end, because the 7th sign is the one that signals that the history of humanity as we know it is about to change forever.
Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Voice, the podcast that looks at our world through a biblical lens. I'm your host, Daniel.
And I'm Greece. It's so good to be with you all. Today, we're diving into a topic that's, on a lot of people's minds. We're talking about the 7 signs that Jesus' return is closer than ever. These signs are not just random events, but part of a bigger picture that the Bible lays out for us. It's a fascinating and important subject, and we're excited to explore it with you.
Exactly. And this isn't about fear-mongering. It's about hope and about being aware of what the Bible says to watch for. So, let's jump right into the first sign. It's a heavy topic, for sure, but we're going to approach it from a place of understanding and preparedness, not panic. The Bible gives us these signs not to scare us, but to prepare us. It's a heavy topic, for sure, but we're going to approach it from a place of understanding and preparedness, not panic. The Bible gives us these signs not to scare us, but to prepare us.
Let's do it.
Okay, sign number 1, the growing danger of nuclear war. Now, this might sound like a throwback to the Cold War, but we're hearing this kind of talk in the news again, and it's pretty serious.
It really is. And it lines up with what Jesus said in Matthew 24. He described a time of trouble so great that, and I'm paraphrasing here, if God didn't step in, no one would survive.
Right, and for most of human history, that was, almost impossible to imagine. How could all life be wiped out? But now, with thousands of nuclear warheads around the world, it's a terrifyingly real possibility. It's a sign of the times.
Totally, which leads right into sign number 2, increasing natural disasters and global turmoil. It just feels like we're constantly seeing headlines about record-breaking fires, massive floods, huge earthquakes.
Yeah, you can't even keep up. It's one thing after another.
Exactly. Jesus called these things the beginning of sorrows, or like birth pangs. The idea is that they'll get more frequent and more intense the closer we get to the end. And that seems to be what we're seeing, along with wars, famines, and, global turmoil.
That's a perfect description for it. Okay, sign number 3 is a bit more specific. A united Europe seeking global power.
Right. This one comes from prophecies in Daniel and Revelation about a final world-ruling power, often seen as a revival of the ancient Roman Empire.
The prophecy describes a beast with 10 horns, which are 10 kings or nations that give their power to one central figure. For decades, Bible scholars have looked at the formation of the European Union as a potential forerunner to this. We're not there yet, but it's a trend to watch.
That makes sense. And connected to that political power is sign number 4, a powerful, deceptive religious leader.
Yeah, the Bible calls him the false prophet.
Exactly. And this isn't going to be some obviously evil character. The Bible says he'll perform great signs and wonders, enough to deceive, if possible, even the elect. He'll promote a one-world religion that seems inclusive and peaceful, but ultimately draws people away from the true God.
He'll be the most charismatic person in the world, working hand in hand with that European political leader. It's a partnership of political and religious power.
Mm-hmm. Okay, number 5. This one is super specific. The restoration and later stopping of animal sacrifices in Jerusalem.
Yeah, it's wild. The prophet Daniel wrote that in the end times, daily sacrifices would be reestablished in Jerusalem, only to be stopped by this powerful leader we just mentioned. This event is called the Abomination of Desolation.
And for that to happen, there would need to be a temple or at least a functioning altar. It's fascinating because today, organizations like the Temple Institute in Jerusalem have already prepared the sacred vessels and trained priests, just waiting for the moment to rebuild. It's really happening.
It is. It sets a very specific prophetic timeline in motion.
Okay, let's move to a more positive sign for number 6, the gospel of the kingdom being preached to the whole world.
Yes, I love this one. Jesus himself said it in Matthew 24:14, and this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come.
And just think about it. Through technology, the internet, social media, satellite radio, global missions, the message of Jesus can now reach the most remote corners of the earth in an instant. This prophecy has never been more fulfilled than in our generation.
That's so true. It's an incredible thing to witness. Okay, that brings us to our final sign, number 7, heavenly signs and cosmic disturbances.
This is the big dramatic finale of the signs, you know? The Bible says just before the day of the Lord, there will be cosmic signs that no one can ignore.
Yeah, like in Revelation 6, it talks about the sun turning black, the moon turning blood red, and the stars falling from the sky. Jesus mentioned these same signs. These aren't subtle hints. This is God announcing to the whole world that something major is about to happen.
So, to recap, we have nuclear threats, natural disasters, a united Europe, a deceptive religious figure, sacrifices in Jerusalem, the gospel going worldwide, and finally, cosmic signs.
Wow, when you list them out like that, it's a lot. And we can see the stage being set for so many of them right now.
Mm-hmm. But like we said at the beginning, the point isn't to cause fear, it's to build faith. Jesus told us these things so that when we see them, we would look up, knowing that our redemption is drawing near. It's a message of hope.
That's the perfect way to put it, Grace. It's a call to be watchful, to pray, and to make sure our hearts are right with God. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for joining us on Kingdom Voice.
Stay watchful and stay in His peace. We'll talk to you next time.